What's up, YouTube? Senor Bricacino back here. It's July 1st. You know what that means in the LEGO world? That means release day. And today we have I wouldn't say the most exciting release day, but it is still a release day. And, every first of the month we have new sets coming out. So I wanted to walk through some of the new releases and kind of talk through what I'm excited to buy. And if if you guys are in the same boat, then hopefully you're excited to buy too. But let's kick this off with the buying guide provided by Jay Briggs blog. So I'm gonna link this in the video description when I upload this video. But this is kind of like a quick July 2025 shopping guide provided by Jay's Brick blog. So thank you, Jay's Mr. J, for providing us your blog. But like I said, there's not too many sets coming out this month, so just kind of want to walk through what's coming out, what I'm excited about, and what I plan to be buying day one, and what I'm gonna hold out for a little bit. So let's go right into it. First things first, gift with purchases. Always nice to get some GWPs with your purchases. Lego's not a cheap hobby. We're all trying to, you know, save money wherever we can. So, whenever you are able to get a gift of purchase, it's a nice little reward back for you. Even though it's not money back for you, you can resell it later if you want to, and turn that into cash. Or if you want to build this and display, you can do that too. Just a nice little reward with your purchase. So we have this cute little friendly snail. Looks like it's coming on like a black build base plate with some cool little green details. You got some flowers here, a little yellow piece. What is it, like a leaf piece, yellow? So that's a nice little one. So it's going to be available from July 1st, as you can see on the screen here. When you spend $160 US, that's Australian 260, 145 British pounds, and 160 euros. And Canadian is 210. So July 1st, I do believe it's available for a limited time. We're gonna verify this on Lego website after. That's a cool one. Another not gift with purchase, but a reward that you could get is this Lego Ideas winner 40789 Flying Moon car, which is a pretty cool set. And I think it's unique. I don't think we've seen anything like that before. Um, you can redeem it for 2,500 insider points in your Lego Insider rewards on your Lego page, and it's also available from July 1st, 2025 onwards. And then last but not least, there's another insider's reward, the Celebration Ferris wheel with fireworks. This one's really cool. It's like a little macro scale Ferris wheel. I think it's got some cool little details here. I like these little chairs. Obviously, you can't fit a minifigure there, so it's mostly for display, but I think it's pretty cool. So this is available with until July 6th, 2025. So you got about a week to redeem it. Spent $85 Canadian, Australian 140, British pound 75, euro same as US dollar, and Canadian 110. And then you'll be able to get this along with the friendly snails, because you could double up on these gift to purchase if you spend $160. So that's pretty nice incentive. So now going into the actual sets, what I'm excited to talk about. The first set we got is the Shelby Cobra 427. It's set 100357. And what's interesting is that it was rumored that we are gonna get a different car set here, and we ended up getting a Shelby Cobra. I've seen some mixed reviews online on this one, so I'm not sure where everyone stands. If you have an opinion, leave your comment below. I think it's a cool set. It's showing a 160 US. What is it? Australian 249, 140 in British pounds, 150 in euros, and 200 in Canadian. It's a cool little cool little car. Do I think it's worth $160 for 1,200 pieces? That's rough. Let's be honest. That's quite pricey. Um, we've seen in the past with these Lego Icons vehicles, brick build, not Technic, although Technic too. They've come down in price quite quickly. So for this one, I don't think I'll be buying it on day one. I do plan on picking it up at some point during a double VIP promotion, or if there are sales somewhere, I plan to pick this up. Um, so I think I will be getting it at some point. I just won't be getting it day one because I think it's a little pricey. But it's a cool car. I'm looking forward to building and adding it to my collection. So for sure, for sure. How to Train Your Dragon Toothless. I haven't seen the show. I think it's on Netflix. I've heard good things about the show. It's a cute little dragon. So it's 784 pieces. A set number 10375, coming at $70. 110 Australian, 60 pounds, 70 euros, 90 Canadian, and is a Singapore dollar. My finance knowledge is correct. It's a cool little set. I think it's a nice little buildable character. Lego's done a lot of buildable characters lately. We're seeing, in particular, we've seen some Disney characters. I think we've done Lilo and Stitch recently. We've also seen the Dalmatians come out of 101 Dalmatians. That's a cute one too. The dog from 101 Dalmatians. We've seen, trying to think, we've seen a lot of superhero ones. So there's the posable minifigures from Batman, from Marvel. So there's a lot on the market. Um, for $70, it's not a bad set. I probably won't be buying a day one, but I think it's a cool little set to add to your collection. So I'll definitely keep your eye out for this one, and I do believe this will go on sale too. So I think $70, while it's a nice price, I think we probably get this for like under 60, like 55. So I'm expecting it to go in that range, probably by Christmas. And then this Nike Dunk. So you got the new partnership that obviously Lego and Nike have introduced with this set. So I know Lego was partnered with Adidas before. It looks like that's over. And I know I'm wearing an Adidas jersey, so it's quite ironic. Um, but yeah, this Nike set has got 1,180 pieces. It looks like a little Dunk logo, a basketball, and a shoe. Is that like an Air Force One? Not really a sneakerhead. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like an Air Force One. Uh, nice blue color tone. I mean, is it worth $100? In my opinion, no. If you look at that price per piece ratio, it's coming out pretty good. And there's a lot there, so it's a lot of cool display features. Obviously, because of the Nike partnership here, you paying that premium price for it. If this was a non-Nike, if this was like a regular shoe, a regular ball, and there wasn't any branding on this thing, it would probably be like $70 to be honest. Um, but yeah, I mean, 150 Australian, 90 pounds US, 90 pounds British, sorry, 100 euros, 130 Canadian, and Singapore dollar, same as Australian dollar. I might get it down the road because it's a cool display piece you can put on your shelf, but it's not a day one purchase for me. Battle Droid with Stap, saying it wrong. So I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, so I don't this doesn't really appeal to me. And 1,000 pieces for $140, holy crap! that's that's a lot of dough for 1,000 pieces. And I know it's Star Wars. There's a big fan base, and I appreciate the fans of Star Wars. I think Lego's taking advantage of the fandom here, so I think this one's definitely on the pricier end. Um, yeah, that's a lot of money to pay for this. So I don't know. It's a cool looking set. Again, I'm not a Star Wars fan. It looks like a cool display piece, but for the purposes of my collection, I won't be adding this. But if you're a Star Wars fan, let me know if you think this is fair for what they're asking for, which is close to $150 in US. Wow. Next is Miles Morales masks. This has been going on for a while. They've had you know, these displays of different characters. So there was the Spider-Man one recently, which is essentially the same build but different colors. They've had Iron Man. There was a lot of Star Wars ones. There's the Troopers. Trying to think, there was a Commander one, if I remember correctly. Again, sorry, not a Star Wars fan. I don't want to offend any Star Wars fans out there. So let me know if I'm an idiot. I'm saying it completely wrong. But there's that, and I'm trying to think. There's a lot of other ones. I think they still have some available on the website too. Mostly Marvel and Star Wars, from what I remember. But this seems to be popular. I've had a few of these in my collection, but I had to sell them to make space for some other sets. I think it's a cool display set, but since I parted with my collection, I would have to pass on this one. $70 for 487 pieces. That's very steep. That's a steep price to pay for this. So I don't know. I mean, These usually go on sale. I've seen from like the ones that are priced at $70, they end up coming down to like 55, even under 50 sometimes on Amazon in US at least. So I do expect this to go down in price. $70 US, 110 Australian, 50, 60 pounds, 70 euros, 90 Canadian. Interesting, some of these don't have the Singapore dollar price tag. I wonder if some of these sets are not available there. Um, Interesting to think. So that's it for July. Not much coming out. What I wanted to bring everyone's attention to is this beautiful Mario standard card from the Mario Kart video game on Nintendo. So this set just came out, I believe, on May 1st, so it's pretty recent. It retails for 170 US dollars. I don't have the comparison for me for other currencies, but you could probably do the math based on the sets I just went through. Um, so this currently is on double VIP promotion. So if you see this, sorry, my head is blocking. Double loyalty points on Mario Kart from 6/26/72. So we still have 2 more days if you want to use that promotion. What's nice about it is that you typically would get 1,100 insiders points on this. So you double that up to 2,200. And on top of that, because it meets the threshold for both gifts or purchases, you're able to get this Ferris wheel as well as the friendly snails. So you get double VIP and you get both the gift of purchases. So I think, you get a cool new set for display. You get two gift of purchase and you get double VIP insider points, whatever they call nowadays. I think it's a phenomenal deal. So if anybody's interested in picking this up, I highly recommend. This is the time to pick this up. I think it's an incredible deal, frankly. Um, but that's my preview for July releases. So hopefully you liked my opinions. If you didn't, that's okay. We're all entitled to our opinions. So if you have any of your own, happy to discuss this in the comments. So leave your comments, like the video if you enjoy the content, and please subscribe to the channel to show your support. We'll be releasing new stuff soon. So I hope to see you soon. Thank you for your time. Adios.